In Palmer, that's our house. We basically had a simple job. We just replaced the roof and one corner of the house that had rotted away. And unfortunately, our homeowner wasn't there all week until Thursday. And when she was there on Thursday, we didn't get to talk to her. But on Friday, when we presented her with her Bible and stuff, we did get to talk to her a little bit and found out that she was a Christian, and which is definitely a good thing. But we did talk also to the neighbors all week. The neighbors were related to them, so they turned out they were not Christians, but through talking to them and stuff, they knew what Christianity was all about, and they had a seed there. They had the neighbor next door who was also related to him, that's a witness to him. So that's basically what we did all week on our crew. Also, as a World Changers note, this was definitely the best World Changers I had been to for many reasons. One being that this year, everybody did work. I've never been to World Changers where everybody on our crew did work all week, which was really nice because we got it done quickly. And also because of our project coordinator, Blue, who was different than any other project coordinator I've ever met at a World Changers, who went around and asked everybody their testimony all week, which was really cool, I thought. And that's about it from me.
Hi, I'm Ashley. And this is Laura. Okay, and we were the only two from our church on the salt team. And family, when we were there, we met our homeowner, and her name was Diana. And she was a very nice lady. And her son is living with her, with his girlfriend and their new baby. And we found out a lot about them when her son, she has two, but when her sons were little, they were driving in the car with her husband, and they were in a car accident, and she had some brain injury and went into a coma for 3.5 weeks, and her husband actually died. And her two boys were fine, but when she woke up, she found out her husband was dead, and she didn't know where her two boys were, but eventually they all came together. But what happened was that her sons they didn't grow up in a very good environment, and she did the best because she ended up with brain damage, and it was just really hard, and I could just tell that she loved them very much. But her other son, who actually tried to help her start getting her house back together because it was in very bad shape, actually went to jail, and we don't know why, but her other son who lives with her is just, he's not the best, but he changed during the week, and it was just kind of nice to see how he changed during the week. The first day we got there, he hated us being there, and you could just hear him inside yelling. And then during the middle of the week, he would yell in the house, and then he would come outside and be a total different person, and he'd want to talk to us. And then later on, he actually came outside, and some of the girls and me, we made this little rock garden thing, and he just thought it was so cool. And he came over and he was like, "This is really nice," and he just had this whole attitude change. It just really made me happy. And then by the end of the week, when we presented them their Bible, he said thank you, and he said he apologized for how rude he was in the beginning of the week. And it was just really nice that he was just like that, and that he was turned. And his girlfriend was really nice too. She was really shy, and then she kind of broke out a little at the end of the week. But the seed was planted. And I think we can just hope for growth. And with our project, her deck when we first got there was just rotting away, and it was just dangerous for anyone to walk on. And we took the whole thing apart and then we built it all together. And we painted the sides of her house, and I think that was it. Yeah, yes, that was it. And oh, we cleaned her yard too. And it was really nice. We had a really good crew, and I think that's it.
Plum Bobs, which for the second year we were together, me, Sarah Durr, and Dana Pope. This is the second year we've been together and being on Plum Bobs, which is pretty cool and kind of weird. But I got a new nickname while I was at camp. While we were over there, I was putting on my first shingle, and it was Crooked. So my new nickname is Crooked, and I responded to it the whole week. So I thought that was kind of funny. But the family owners, the homeowners that we had were a family of 4, I believe, husband and wife and 2 kids. And the 2 kids, Tori and Matt, both were teenagers our age, and we invited them to come and help us out with the project. They were out there. As soon as we got there in the morning, they came outside. They helped us all day long. Didn't have to do that. Typically, homeowners don't do that. They let us do the work. But they did it, and they soaked up every last bit of attention we would give them. Every last bit, like they just haven't had that in a long time. And it was just awesome to experience that. And we found out that Tori was a Christian, but Matt wasn't. We kind of tried to open our witness up to Matt. He was kind of closed off to it, but by the end of the week, this never happened in World Teachers before, I don't think, but they asked if they could spend the night at World Teachers. They came for the last night, Thursday night we were there, no, Friday night, sorry. And they spent the night with everybody, and Blue, our project coordinator, was like, okay, no gang evangelism, okay? It was really funny, but they loved it. They just loved everybody. They were like, but you guys are leaving, and they were so upset, but they really enjoyed it. But on our project, we did roofing. Their house ended up burning down a couple years back, and the people that replaced it didn't do very well. And they had like leak stains everywhere all over their house where their light bulbs ended up blowing up because of the leakage and stuff. But we replaced their whole roof. That's basically what we did there. And they ended up offering us moose for lunch one day since we didn't have a lot of food from the church that was sponsoring us. And so they cooked up moose burgers for us. And that was pretty good. But I found when I was there, when the preacher that was teaching us, he taught me something that I think I'm going to probably carry with me for the rest of my life. He said, everything happens for either one of 2 reasons, and that is for perfection or correction. And if you really seriously think about it, it's true. If you do something right and you're like witnessing somebody, God's perfecting you. He's showing you what you're doing right and you're perfecting it. But if you're doing something wrong, He's correcting you. He's like, you're not doing this right, and He'll smack you in the face and show you what you're supposed to do. Happened to me plenty of times. But I really, truly love this week. We only had 101 people at this particular World Changers. Last year we had close to 1,000. And it's very different to have a smaller group of people than to have a larger group. I think the people that came to Alaska were committed to it because we had to do a lot of work in order to come. And everybody, I know our youth group was very committed. Everybody was just there for each other. It's like one of those camps where you just know everybody. Everybody knows everybody. And I really like that. And I like the fact that when you meet up with other Christians, Will said this, that when you meet up with other Christians, it's like you know them forever. It's like you automatically have an instant connection with somebody. And it's so cool, and I'm still in touch with everybody, and that's pretty much it.